You trying to get in some good bets today? Come along with us at Probably, where we track the winningest sportsbooks data to find you the best bets every day across every sport, across every league. Yesterday in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell getting ruled out, threw off a couple of our bets, so unfortunately went down a couple of units, and I always feel bad about that one. Overall, those still 15 units over the last 2 weeks of videos, so we're looking at the positives here. We're moving on to NFL, where there's a lot of slates going on. They do not want you to be enjoying time with your families this Christmas, so let's get into it, and let's start with the Saturday slate, where George Pickens over 43.5 receiving yards looks like a plus EV bet right now. 54.1% probability to win this one, according to those top winningest sportsbooks around the world. Best available bet on FanDuel is at minus 114 odds right now. But of course, we don't care if you take that bet at FanDuel. The minus 114 part's the important part, where because we're tracking the top sportsbooks, we're also telling you then that this bet is going to be available at a lot of them. So that's sort of the point of what we do here. FanDuel's a signifier of where the market moved. And for George Pickens right now, you can still get over 43.5 lines on a lot of books out there. Best bet for this one, again, is going to give you a 1.6 probably score, which is the basic expected value calculation that tells you this bet will win you 1.6% more money than this bet would lose you if it were played infinitely. And that's what you're trying to do over and over again. Find mathematically advantageous positions to take across every bet. It's not about the last 10 games. It's not about some of those apps out there that you see talking about season data and things that the sportsbooks already know. For us, what we're trying to do is push you towards things that losing sportsbooks don't know, that sportsbooks that don't make good odds don't know. And that's what the process looks like here at Probably every day. Other bets we can look at here, of course, try to push to ones over 2, but that Pickens one is a little too appealing. Touchdown props, I think, are not for most of you guys because, frankly, it's such a long shot that it's not worth doling out money chasing guys like Alec Ingold for under 10% probabilities. This bet, though, makes a lot of sense. Broncos D is certainly soft. We saw it rear its ugly head last week against the Lions, but under 33 in Broncos versus Patriots has a 46.7% probability win. So we're getting to that coin toss range. Best available bet, though, is at plus 120 odds. So that'll give this bet a 2.8 probably score. And again, anytime, this would be nice if we were a pure 50-50, but anytime you're creeping up on that 50-50 mark and you are getting plus money on it, those are bets you'd like to take. Those are the bets that help you stay ahead. Even if you have like a 5-6 day, 5-7 day, if you had enough of those bets that are 50-50 bets with plus money, you're going to end up ahead at the end of it all. And that's sort of what the process looks like to stay profitable over a course of a season, to be able to withstand things like what happened in NBA yesterday, where we lose a few units here and there. We can take another bet in that Patriots game, but I don't think we need to. Baker Mayfield. You know, I don't normally push for touchdown props, but the Bucs are playing for a playoff spot. Baker has been running a little bit more recently, and obviously this is player touchdowns, referring to rushing and receiving touchdowns. I'm going to advocate for this one a little bit. Again, if you have the bankroll, this is a long shot bet, so keep that in mind. If you're playing this as part of like a card to be responsible and is trying to chip away and make a profit, then maybe don't play this Baker Mayfield over. But Baker Mayfield over 0.5 touchdowns, 11.4% probability to win. Best bet right now is plus 850, and that gives the bet an 8.5 probably score. So a strong bet to go to here. Again, Baker Mayfield has been running the ball about 5 times a game. The Bucs certainly, again, competing very hard. Baker hit his apex last week in terms of passing touchdowns. Can he get there with another rushing touchdown? I think he can, even though, again, a little bit of a risky bet, but yeah, why not? Let's have some fun, right? It's Christmas. We all have money to burn. No. Denver Broncos minus 6.5. 54% probability on this one. And that was me swiping right, by the way. If you click the probability, it'll pull up the modal that gives you the data. If you swipe right, it'll also do the same thing. Broncos minus 6.5 is a 53.6% probability to win. Best bet right now is minus 105 odds, and that gives this bet a 4.6 probably score. So again, like the Patriots, not a good team. The Broncos, not a good team, but certainly the Broncos have at least shown some signs of life. The Patriots, a little bit less so, even though they're still showing up every week. I guess you got to give them credit for that. Bailey Zappi doing some nice things for him, but the Broncos should be able to hopefully pull away with that one. Devonta Smith under 52.5 receiving yards. He's banged up right now, so hopefully he'll be a go for this one. We won't get voided again. 53.6% probability on Devonta under 52.5 receiving yards. Best bet right now is minus 110 odds, and that gives about a 2.4 probably score. And by the way, if you compare this video, this NFL video, what we're doing right now, some of the NBA ones, you can sort of see what we talk about when we say the NFL is the most efficient market out there, where it's a 50-50 bet, but you're getting minus odds. In the NBA, you're often getting away with bets, sometimes up to a 55% probability that are still plus 105, plus 110, at the very least plus 100. The NFL, a lot of that juice gets squeezed out because of the sharp markets informing things a lot more. So it's something to keep in mind that you do run into with the NFL a little bit more, and does make it a tougher needle to thread for being profitable at NFL, which is why, these videos sometimes feel futile, but have no fear. With Probably, at least you're taking mathematically profitable stands, and that's sort of the point here. And of course, guys, got to reel off a few more bets here, but subscribe down below, hit the like button. I still have to upload a graphic in here to tell you guys that. We're really going to use your support right now, trying to grow things, trying to keep things moving over the holiday. Still going to be doing the videos over Christmas, over New Year's, so hang hang out with us here at Probably and try to get in some good bets using our data. And of course, make sure to use the promo code FIRST at probably.com/subscribe to save 50%. Get yourself in for all of our pregame data for under $10 and all of our live in-game data for under $25. So this is the best deal you'll find out there for a product like this, but we want you guys to get in right now to help us keep the company alive, keep the company moving. So please join us at probably.com/subscribe with promo code FIRST to save 50%. Bengals first half money line. Obviously, Bengals D a little bit worse than the Steelers, but the Bengals playing a little bit better under Jake Browning recently than I think anybody would expect. This one's got a 57.8% probability to win for this Bengals first half money line. Best bet right now is -130 odds, and that gives the bet a 2.2 probably score. So another solid bet, no real massive outliers so far. DeAndre Swift. Oh, I swiped left on that one, so that one went away. I'm an idiot, but we're not going to redo it. If you saw the line, take it. If you didn't, I don't know. It's Friday, guys. I'm up early. Please bear with me. At least I'm not apologizing for the first 5 minutes of the video like some of the other YouTubers do. It's the one thing I could say for myself that we have going for our betting videos here at Probably. Over 43 total points in Texans versus Browns, 42.6% probability to win. Best bet right now is +140 odds. That gives a bet a 2.2 probably score. A little bit tough to expect Case Keenum to come through. Does seem like CJ Stroud going to be out. But Case Keenum revenge game against the Browns, right? That's something that's going for him. And the Browns D looking a little bit more lax recently. So I get the logic here. Both teams playing for a shot at a wild card. Browns looking a lot more likely of a team to get there. But without CJ Stroud, we'll take the over anyway and hope it gets there. Jaylen Warren under 3.5 receptions. Steelers versus Bengals again. 60.9% probability win for Jaylen Warren under 3.5. Best bet right now is -145 odds, and that gives the bet a 2.97 probability score. Warren's workload was up last week, highest snap share he's had all year, but definitely still, we know it's a Najee Harris kind of team. We know what they like to do with everything, so not a surprise to see that one. We hit a Devonta Smith under already. Again, this is what the process looked like as well for you. Oh, here's another DeAndre Swift. Okay, we can get it right this time. Whew, sweat removed. DeAndre Swift under 64.5 rushing yards. Best bet right now is a 55.4% probability, and that's at -117 odds, and it gives the bet a 2.8 probably score. So another bet here, a little bit more than a coin toss. You were playing the adequate amount of juice for it, so we're not finding those pure 50-50s with plus money on it that we would like to hit, but we're still finding some okay bets, so we'll accept it. Bailey Zappi over 6.5 rushing yards. He is not very mobile, definitely playing a lot more like a statue than he did even in his earlier parts of his career where he came in, looked like that traditional kind of backup that gets the ball downfield, runs to make things happen. Not been the case so far, but Bailey Zappi over 6.5 rushing yards, 51.9% probability to win. And even this one at a 51.9% probability, getting -103 odds. So we just can't get a 50-50 with plus money on it. Best bet, of course, is -103 odds, and that gives it a 2.3 probably score. So another strong one to hit. There's some more bets, of course, you can find. There's so many markets for the NFL, of course, you're going to be able to go through here at probably.com, especially when you pay for the package, of course. With promo code FIRST, save yourself 50%. You then get the most profitable sorting here, which is the whole thing. We filter out all the negative EV bets. If you're on for free, which you can do, you can scroll through everything for free as well. You are seeing all the negative EV bets, and that's sort of what gambling is. Like, we want you guys to be able to see, like, hey, all right, so we sort by most probable. And you're going to see like -1.7, -2.95, -5.85, -12. Like, that's what betting actually is. Like, the bets that I pick out for you when we're sorting by most profitable, that's weeding out all the shitty bets. What we do was just general feed here on Probably is show you every single bet that's available. And you see then that, like, these are all the bets that lose you money. This is why casinos make so much money, because the true probability is here, but they're still taking basically 10% of your money on some of these bets, where even if you win, like, you're just going to lose that money because of how the process works with the probability and the sportsbooks cut their vig. So that's what betting looks like really at Probably, but we do have, of course, profitable betting data across every sport. Even if you're seeing the minus EV ones, of course, that I just had up on screen, that's for the free product. For paying people, though, we do filter down. We do show you the most profitable bets across everything. Of course, I'm sorting through all the sports right now, but Murray State got all these bets here across soccer, across college football, across college basketball. We have every league, every sport in here you could possibly want. And the bigger the sample size you accrue of these plus EV bets, the ones over a 2 probably score, especially, the more you're going to win money, because that's just how it works. It's basically picking off, like buying Apple stock at $50 when the market says it's worth $150. The more you keep doing that, the more you accrue that Apple stock, the more it's going to start paying off for you over the course of an entire portfolio. And that's what it is at Probably. So again, hit the like button, subscribe down below, follow us at Probably app, and also make sure to go check it out. Probably.com/subscribe if you want to get in for a paid package, save 50% for yourself, and getting good bets over the holidays. Like, we'll be doing the videos over the holidays, but you could just be automatically churning good bets over and over and over again with Probably data. And that's the goal here, is really to help you guys win money. That's why I made the product. That's why I'm fucking hemorrhaging my own money on this product and getting out there, because it's been costing a lot to get us to where we need to be, to get the development right, to get the data right, of course, with our partners at OddsJam. I need you guys to come on board and trust in that is going to change your process for betting and help you win more. Of course, the testimonials have been there. Our guy Jason yesterday won enough to pay for an entire year probably yesterday, and that was just off of one parlay yesterday. So that's the game here at Probably. Check it out, probably.com. And of course, I'll be back with you guys for more best bets soon. So I'll see you then. Good luck. And Merry Christmas too. Bye.